What's up guys, and welcome to the channel. It's Joanna here, founder and CEO of Supwell, and I'm back with another shoe preview and market analysis. Today, the shoe in question is the Nike Vomero 17, which looks to build on the legacy of this as a premium cushion daily trainer and amp it up a notch to meet the market where it is in terms of some of these other highly cushioned, maximum comfort shoes that are infiltrating our YouTube feeds and running stores across the world. Let's get into it. The Vomero 17 is that daily trainer that's looking to bridge the gap between what Nike currently offers with a shoe like the Pegasus, and then on the other end of the spectrum, there's super max cushioned 100% ZoomX foam Invincible 3. The Vomero 17 sits in between. It's not going to be as heavy as that Invincible 3, but it's also not going to be as firm and minimal feeling as the Pegasus. Now the foam that we're seeing in this new Vomero 17 is a dual foam construction. So it's got a top layer of ZoomX, which is the same thing that we're seeing in the Nike Vaporfly series and the Alphafly. It's a super cushioned 100% PEBA compound, great energy return, very soft. And then the bottom layer is Cushlon, which is not the same foam that's in the Pegasus. What we see in the Pegasus is React. Cushlon is an EVA based foam that's been reworked a little bit. This is the 3.0, and what this is gonna offer is that cushioned, structured support that's good for training. It's not gonna be as squirrely and unstable as we see with the Invincible. So where Nike is moving with the Vomero is putting a max cushion shoe out there that should work for more people versus the Invincible 3. A lot of runners complain that the heel of the Invincible 3 can be unstable and that it's a bit wobbly at some paces due to that thick 40mm stack of that ZoomX foam. We should see that corrected a bit with the Vomero because it's using that dual foam construction. Now in the market today, we see a bunch of shoes leveraging that dual foam setup to achieve awesome results. Some recent ones include the Boston 12, the Hoka Mach X, the Saucony Convara Pro, and there's also a traditional stability shoe, the Saucony Tempest, that uses a dual foam construction with a PEBA and an EVA to provide a really nice stable ride. The Vomero is going to take some elements of those faster training shoes like the Boston and the Mach X, and then some of those elements like the Tempest to be a nice solid cushioned, hopefully more stable than the Invincible feeling shoe that does have a nice comfortable feel underfoot. From the pictures we have in the early reviews, that Vomero 17 looks to have a similar upper to this Nike Pegasus. If you see here, it's a slightly scratchy mesh material, but it's very breathable. There's no issues with it in terms of comfort or build around the foot. And it is pretty good if you have a normal size foot. I know the last in a lot of these Nike shoes tends to be a bit narrow, but Nike has been providing a bit roomier toe boxes over the past few iterations. For what it's worth, from the above angle that we have from these shoes, it does look like that last is going to be a bit wider to accommodate wide-footed runners, so we'll have to see once we get it on foot, but there is hope out there that Nike will widen things up a bit. Going down to the outsole, Nike is going for a different formulation than we've seen in the past. They're using 3 different sections of rubber up front. It should be more flexibility up there, and then they are using strategically placed rubber around the heel area, but this is not an area where Nike has faltered in the past. They always have some really solid covering of rubber on their daily trainers and everyday running shoes, so I think the Vomero 17 should be a durable one. That has not been an issue with Nike's training shoes. It's just the ZoomX really, which is the main concern for durability. If we take a look at my Vaporfly right here, I raced a half marathon in this. You can see the foam got completely chewed up on the back here from mashing on some downhills in my last race. So the main issue with the ZoomX is that it is really soft and frays when it gets hit and when you move it on the ground. So if it's not covered with outsole rubber, it's a bit of an issue, but with this having that bottom layer of Cushlon plus the rubber, we should see a fairly durable platform. Let's just hope the ZoomX itself will hold up from all the wear and tear that you put on an everyday running shoe. So in terms of who this is best for, it looks like it's gonna be that max cushion cruiser that should offer a bit more support and stability than we see in the Invincible 3. It's gonna be a great everyday running shoe for those runners who like that more cushion feel for relaxed running, and for runners who are competing at a high level, who are training hard. Looks like this will be a good recovery running shoe as well. And I think this is gonna be a solid option for walking around in casual use if you like having your foot cushioned like a marshmallow when you're going to the grocery store. All right guys, so there we have it. That is a preview of the Nike Vomero 17. Let me know in the comments if this is one you're gonna pick up. Also, let me know what you think of dual foam midsole shoes, because this seems to be the recent trend in the world of running shoes, and every brand's gotta have one. As always, thank you for liking, thank you for subscribing, and I'll make sure to keep you up to date on the latest and greatest in the world of performance running shoes.